In this week's Parsha, we read about one of the most terrible events in Jewish history, where the brothers sell Yosef into slavery. And instead of just telling us about the final result, the Torah tells us of the deliberations that went on between the brothers and the different stages of the process. And there are two brothers mentioned by name, Ruvain and Yehuda. And though they have different intentions, Yehuda is not thinking of Yosef's best interest, he's thinking of the brothers, versus Yehuda, who is trying to save Yosef and return him to his father. Though they have very different intentions, neither of them can save Yosef from his fate, or neither of them succeed at saving Yosef from his fate. And I think for similar reasons, though different intentions. Let's begin with Yehuda. The Torah tells us of Yehuda's words to his brothers, Vayomer Yehuda elechav, Ma betza ki naharog et achinu v'chisinu et damo. Literally, what will we gain from killing our brother and covering his blood? Instead, let's sell him as a slave and we'll gain something from it. The Gemara in Sanhedrin Davav interprets this betza in a little bit of a different direction. As opposed to the opinions who believe that pshara, compromise, is better than din, a psak where one side wins and the other loses, Rabbi Eliezer, the son of Rabbi Yossi Aglili, holds that it's aser to compromise. And anyone who does this is a chote. And anyone who blesses one who does this is minayitz, is disgusting. We should follow the path of truth and din, which may seem surprising to us. The Gemara then links this concept to Yehuda. Rabbi Meir Omer, Lo ne'amar botzea ela keneged Yehuda, who said ma betza. And the question is, what does this mean? How can Yehuda be seen as making a pshara? So Rashi there tells us, Shahayu lo lomer nachzirenu la'avinu, acharei shahud varav nishmaim la'achiv. Yehuda convinced his brothers to not kill Yosef. At that moment he could have gone further. He could have actually returned Yosef to his father. The Betza, the Gemara sees as Yehuda having made a compromise with himself. On the one hand, Yehuda, like the other brothers, thought Yosef deserved to die. They were ready to kill him. On the other hand, kill him. We should save him. What should the psak be? Well, the psak should be you should save him. Yehuda made a compromise. We'll kill him, we'll sell him. That sounds like a terrible compromise, but it's sometimes what we tell ourselves when we're not ready to go the distance. We're not ready to fully do the Avera, but we're not ready to fully abstain from the Avera. We find this middle ground that we justify as being holier than either extreme. And that kind of pshara is menayetz, is something that should be avoided at any cost. Ruvain is in a different but similar situation. The Torah tells us that Ruvain intended to save his brother. Vayishma Ruvain vayatzileo miyadam, he saved them. He's the one who kept them initially from killing Yosef. And the Torah tells us that his intention was to return him to his father. But Ruvain didn't succeed either. And as we're told after the sale, Vayashov elechav vayomar hayeled einenu va'ani ana aniva. The child is gone, and what will happen with me? Ruvain felt he was achrai, and he was unable to properly fulfill his achrayut. What was Ruvain's mistake? Well, he began the right way, but he didn't finish the process. He didn't ensure to the very end that Yosef was returned. He left at a premature stage before things were secure. Like Yehuda, he doesn't go the full distance that he should go in ensuring the result. Yehuda for ideological reasons. Ruvain because he doesn't complete the process. Chazal tell us, Rashi quotes it, he was in the middle of doing his tshuva process. He went, it was his day to take care of his father. Both noble things, but obviously the timing was off. The best way to respect his father, the best way to do tshuva for his mistakes in the past, was to be the man to do the right thing in the present. And how often do we mistime what we do at different moments? The Medrash says about Yehuda, but I think it's very appropriate to Ruvain as well. Kol mi shehu matchil b'mitzvah v'eino gomra. Person who begins a mitzvah but doesn't complete it. Kover et ishto ve'et banav. He buries his own wife and children. He doesn't complete the process, so the process he began himself of marriage and children also, the chas v'shalom, isn't completed. Like Yehuda, who said ma betza, he should have returned Yosef to his father. Yehuda and Ruvain, two brothers who had the ability to save Yosef, but don't go the distance in getting the job done because, for Yehuda, ideological short-sightedness. Ruvain not completing the process of the effort required from him. And I think we have to consider ourselves what this means for us when we embark on the responsibilities we have. The Medrash says that if Ruvain would have realized that the story of his attempt and failure would be recorded in the Torah, he would have completed the process and returned him Yosef on his shoulders to Yaakov. Too often we don't take the situations we're in as seriously as we should. We underestimate the significance of the moment, and we don't complete the process. Let's realize the significance of every moment of our lives and the responsibilities we have to carry through and complete processes and complete them in the right way. Shabbat Shalom.